Hey, welcome back. It's been a while since we did a big reports in 5 minutes, but I'm excited to be back here, and I have a great report to go over with you today. This is the 2024 version of the Microsoft Digital Defense Report. So this is, I think, their fifth edition of this report. Just a little warning ahead of time, if you do want to read this report, it is very dense. There is a lot of words in here, not a lot of pictures. So if that frightens you, you might want to just listen to this big reports in 5 minutes and call it a day. So I'm going to go through 5 points in 5 minutes. So the first thing I want to talk about is just like this massive investment that Microsoft is making into security. And you can see in this graphic here, they purport to have 34,000 dedicated security engineers. Like, that is just a phenomenal number to me. So one company has 34,000 dedicated security engineers because their CEO is recommitting Microsoft to security. So this sounds like something that Bill Gates did about 20 years ago when he did a big investment in security. Now they're trying it again, and they've dedicated a lot of money and a lot of resources to this. So hopefully that works out for them. Inside this report, there's this pretty cool graphic here that talks about, or it shows the number of attacks that Iran did against Israel before October of 2023, which was about 10%. And then what that looks like after October 2023, where it went up to about 50% of the Iranian attacks were targeted towards Israel. So it's just another picture of how politics and cybersecurity, cyber attacks are all fusing together. And, it really makes the question about what exactly is cyber war kind of come to the forefront when you see pictures like this, when you can see that political motives are being accentuated with cyber attacks. The next point I want to talk about real quick is just the phishing emails and the analysis that Microsoft has done looking at their platform and looking at partner reports and all the data that they're getting. But the interesting thing is, we all understand that phishing emails typically include a link or an attachment. It's either a malicious link to a website that's trying to collect your credentials, or there's an attachment of like a poisoned PDF file or a malicious exe file or something. This picture here shows that the new trend is now to put QR codes into phishing emails. And this is causing problems in a couple different ways. One is typically we inform users to like hover over links to see where it's really going. That doesn't work with QR codes. So QR codes are really obscure in the fact that there's really not a good way that we can teach people to figure out if it's a good code or not. So this attack vector rising to 25% of all phishing emails is a little concerning, and just something to keep your eye on. And a lot of the phishing tools, I'm sure they'll catch up, but this is getting through because it can't really detonate these things in the way that it does with attachments and links. So just be aware of the fact that QR codes are rising in prevalence in phishing emails. This next graphic is an interesting discussion around artificial intelligence, because obviously no security report is complete without a discussion about artificial intelligence. So this just shows how our main adversaries, China, Russia, and Iran, are using AI-driven content to drive discourse and dissent here in the U.S., whether it's by talking about imprisoning students or having deep-faked Elon Musk audio on top of some discerning or kind of concerning content, or just, Iran kind of, you can see over there in the last part, Iran tries to do, artificial intelligence, but they clearly are not to the level that China and Russia are yet, but they're still trying. So just be aware of the fact that there is still a lot of artificial intelligence that we got to get our arms wrapped around from a security perspective. And then the final point, I talked about the 34,000 security engineers, but this was just an astounding number to me. So Microsoft claims that they process 78 trillion security signals per day. And a security signal comes from endpoints, cloud, email, whatever. It's a data point that's coming from these various sources. 78 trillion of these per day, which is up 13 trillion from last year. These are just totally amazing numbers to me. So anyways, it's a dense report. It's got some good information in it, lots of words. So you can either take my word for it and take those 5 points and, do something with them, or you can read the report yourself. But in either event, just realize that the digital world is changing out there. It's challenging, so be safe, and we'll talk to you next time.